All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. Let's take a look at our subscription goal. We are sitting at almost 9,300. We need 700 more subs to hit that 10K goal to give that $1,000 giveaway. And then we have 12K subs coming up to send a couple people to some games of their choice. Trey, let's take a look at that leaderboard. Dennis Burns is at the top. We have Kellen on this week. He's doing a great job so far, but that is the leaderboard right now. If you see your guys' name, reach out to us. BearsProfitPlays@gmail.com or on Twitter, BearsProfit @BearsProfit. And we need to get you guys set up so we can give you guys your picks out for the next couple of weeks. If you see your name, make sure you reach out. Also, if you want to become a member on our YouTube channel, we're going to be giving away $50 weekly to our members on YouTube. We have 15 to 20 right now. So if you become a member for just $4.99 a month, you have a chance to win $50 weekly. We're going to be doing that on our live show. We're going to put everybody on the wheel. We're going to spin it and give away $50 a week. So make sure you guys come check that out. Only $4.99 a month. Very cheap over there. And our plays are actually better over there as well. So guys, is going to do it. Let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NBA picks and props for Wednesday, November 29th slate of games. Take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, guys, at the moment, I am 0 for 0. That's because I gave out the Dallas Mavericks -4.5 against the Houston Rockets. The game basically just started. It's midway through the first quarter at the moment. The Mavericks are already up 13-9, so they're up by 4. I have a lot of confidence in the Mavericks just to simply be able to outscore the Rockets in this game. Rockets won't be able to keep up, so I have a lot of confidence.
Yep, and I've got the Warriors +2 going up against the Kings. They're on the road. It's a play-in tournament game. Draymond Green's back. I think the Warriors are going to win the game straight up. That game doesn't start for another couple hours. Kellen, who should you have tonight?
Yeah, I had the Bucks -3 at Miami. It's at halftime right now. It was close. It's gone back and forth.
I was going to say, I looked at it like right when the game started. It was like 15-2 for the Bucks. So
yeah,
they gave up little points, but that's all right. That's a small spread. They'll cover that spread. But Trey, let's take a look at the plays for tomorrow. Start us off.
Yeah, I'm going to be talking about this Phoenix Suns at Toronto Raptors game. And I feel like this game is going to be maybe the underrated best game on the Wednesday slate. And I feel like the Suns, they're coming this game very injury-riddled at the moment. They're already going to be without Nasir Little, Bradley Beal, and Damian Lee in this game. And Kevin Durant and Grayson Allen, they are already both questionable. Allen, he's questionable with an illness, and Durant, he has an ankle injury. So it looks like we're going to get the Devin Booker show again in this game. And will that be enough to get a win against this Toronto Raptors team? I honestly do not think so. Give me the Toronto Raptors. I'm going to take them on the money line at +100. I love that we can get them at +100 here, because this is the Suns starting lineup in their last game. Devin Booker, Eric Gordon, Keita Bates-Diop, Josh Okogie, and Jusuf Nurkic. That is just no bueno. And if those are their starters, you don't even want to look at their bench. Their bench is absolutely disgusting. And this Raptors team, they're actually pretty good, especially their starting lineup. In my opinion, it's right up there with the best in the NBA, because this is their starting lineup. Dennis Schroeder, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and Jakob Poeltl. That's actually a very nice starting five. And the Raptors, they don't go with a very deep rotation, so they usually only go 7-8 players a game. So I have a lot of confidence in this Raptors team to pull this win off at home. And over the Raptors' last 2 home games, they've actually been playing some elite basketball, winning those 2 home games by an average score of 132-110. So winning those 2 home games by an average of 22 points. So they're coming into this home game with a ton of momentum, and I expect that to continue here. So I'm going to be taking the Raptors here on the money line versus the Suns. Guys, it is a massive flight from Phoenix to Toronto. So just bet the Raptors here on the money line and thank me later.
I love it, Trey. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Wizards going up against the Orlando Magic. I'm going to take the Magic. -9.5 is the play. Surprisingly enough, the Orlando Magic have started the season 12-5, being the 3rd best team in the NBA this year. We knew that they had the players to be decent this season, but they have started the year like they're going to make a deep playoff run this year. They have been dominant on the defensive end of the floor, getting the job done, and they're still scoring 112.6 points per game, which has them in the middle of the pack on the offensive side of the ball. The Magic have a 107 defensive rating, which has them ranked 3rd in the NBA. And whenever we take a deep dive, a really deep dive into this Wizards team, there's a lot to uncover. What you're going to find whenever you look at this Wizards team is a really bad defense who is ranked 3rd worst in the NBA and gives up the most points in the NBA per game this year. You're also going to find 2 selfish players that take 20-plus shots per game, while the rest of the team only averages 6 to 10 shots per game per player. Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma, the only 2 players averaging double-digit points for the Wizards, and that's because the ball, it never leaves their hands. I think the Orlando Magic, even without Jonathan Isaac here, and Wendell Carter Jr. are going to beat this Wizards team by double-digit points. The Wizards, they're a bad team. The Magic, they're a good team. They're at home. I'm going to take them to cover the spread, -9.5 as the play. Kellen, what do you like?
Yeah, I'm going to go to the Philadelphia at New Orleans. I'm going to take the over at 226.5. I love this. The last 5 times they've went over the points. The Pelicans have 3 people averaging over 20 points between Zion Williams, CJ McCollum. Yeah, and then Philly's got Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey. But yeah, I like the over here.
Yeah, I love that CJ McCollum's coming back for this game, so I do like that over there with you. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, and a little tease, I'm going to be taking somebody in that game, so stay around for that one. But for yesterday, my player props, I gave out Steph Curry over 29.5 points versus the Kings. Last game on the slate obviously has not started yet as we're recording, but Chef Curry, he's going to, chef up a 30-piece here, no doubt about it. A little 30-piece nuggets with some barbecue sauce on the side.
Okay, well, if Draymond Green can give that barbecue sauce to Steph Curry, I'd really appreciate it because I had him go over 5.5 assists against the Kings. Hopefully, Draymond Green can have over 5.5 assists to Steph Curry. Kellen, what'd you have tonight?
Yeah, I had Kyle Lowry over his assists at 5.5. I believe he's at 4 at halftime.
Yeah, you're not going to miss that dumper tonight. Trey got some comments. Trey got some comments in the chat for speaking his truth. But let's take a look at the player props from tomorrow. Trey, how have you start us off?
Hey, there's nothing wrong with having a big ass, all right? So I teased this earlier, and I'm going to be taking Joel Embiid to go over 32.5 points versus the Pelicans. Absolutely massive point line here, but I'm not scared off of it. I really love this over for Embiid in this game for a couple reasons. He absolutely owns the Pelicans, and he's been on an absolute tear over the last month of the season. Because over the last month, Embiid, he has been feeling himself, averaging 32.5 points per game, which is essentially right at this number. And he's played 15 games in the last month, and he scored 30-plus points in 11 out of those 15 games. He's been on a monster tear here recently, and I definitely expect that to continue here versus the Pelicans because, like I said earlier, he absolutely owns New Orleans. He is not scared of Jonas Valanciunas. In fact, he absolutely loves just dominating him in the post. That's because over the last 2 games, so last season against the Pelicans, Joel Embiid, he was averaging 39.5 points per game. He scored 37 points in his first game and then followed that up with 42 points in the second game versus the Pelicans. I expect Embiid to absolutely put the 76ers on his back and carry them to a road victory here. So give me Joel Embiid. I'm going to be taking him over 32.5 points versus the Pelicans.
Love it, Trey. Love it for my player prop tonight. I'm going to go to an over of Franz Wagner to go over 21.5 points against the Wizards. The Orlando Magic have had a lot of good players this season, but with Johnson Isaac out, Markelle Fultz out, and Wendell Carter Jr. out, that's going to leave a lot of opportunities for Franz in this game to be the primary scorer. We should see him play at least 35 minutes unless we get a blowout game against the Wizards because since the injuries of those players, he's been averaging 33 minutes per game. He's also scored 27-plus points in 2 of the last 4 games, and he's been shooting the ball a ton over the last 4 games. He's shooting 17-plus times in 3 of the 4 games and 15-plus times in all 4 games. The Washington Wizards are one of the worst teams defensively this season, with Wagner probably drawing either Kyle Kuzma or Jordan Poole. I love our chance for him to at least put up 20 points in this one. Give me Franz Wagner to go over 21.5 points as the play. Kellen, what do you like?
Yeah, Trey stole my pick. I also Embiid over points. Yeah, he's what Trey said. He's dominated him. I like his PRA too, but I love his points. I love his over on his points.
Trey swiped it from you. Let's take a look at the graphic. Trey starts off.
I love Joel Embiid. I'm not scared away with those big points, and that's why I took his over 32.5 versus the Pelicans. Me and Kellen both agree he's going to be cooking in this game. He's going to be backing down, I expect him to make double-digit free throws in this game, and in my opinion, that's what's going to be carrying us to the over there. I'm also going to be taking the Raptors on the money line versus the Suns. It's a very long trip for Phoenix to go up to Toronto. I know they did play in New York in their last game, so who knows if they did travel back. But I think regardless, I think the Suns are going to struggle in this road game versus the Raptors. So I'm going to be taking the Raptors on the money line.
Yep, but I'm going with the Magic, -9.5. They're the better team. I've watched a lot of Wizards basketball. They are not a good team, so I like the Magic there, -9.5. I'm going to take Franz Wagner to go over 21.5 points. Magic have a little bit of injury problems, but they're the better team here. I like him to go way over 21.5 points, getting Kyle Kuzma or Jordan Poole guarding him. But guys, that's going to do it for NBA Plays and Props for Wednesday, November 29th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube. And it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,